Okay, hold on here. Just let me set up my mic. Okay, there. My name's KmKGreyhat. Some call me Senretsu or whatever else you got for me. Skull, Suicide Skull. Some people call me that. I got a lot of names. Either way, self-declared Czar of Cyberpunk here. This is a video response, and well, hopefully it'll stand on its own to what is it called? The Cyberpunk Atmosphere, a video posted by someone else. Fuck knows their name. Look, I even got dressed up for the video. I got my little cyberpunk trench coat on. Fucker cost me $1,100. True story. Anyway, I'm not really good at this whole webcam blogging thing. I hope you'll forgive me. This is from a video response to the Cyberpunk Atmosphere and some comments that it received. I really do declare myself the Czar of Cyberpunk, but it's really, it evolves. It's kind of evolved a lot since the 80s, like when it was originally came out. Like, I know a lot of people see me on the street with this thing, which is why I don't really wear it anymore. And bring up the Matrix, say, how much did your coat how much do clothes cost in the Matrix? Like I didn't already hear that the past 5 million times I watched Grandma's Boy. And well, let me see. What was I even? Fuck, I'm sorry. I told you I'm not really good at this. Right, this was all spurred on by comments on this video's page. I'll post it as a video response so you can all find it. It was a really good video. I thought it was really awesome. It had lots of images, probably Googled and 4chan'd up, that displayed the cityscapes, the whole feel of cyberpunk. It's, I don't know, it's, at first it was something that not a lot of people knew about, and it didn't really want, most people that called themselves cyberpunks didn't really want to be put into the mainstream. That was the point of being punk, is that it was very out there. A lot of people didn't understand it. A lot of people still don't understand it, don't get what the fuck it's about. And nowadays it's a lot more mainstream, a lot of writers coming up with tons of fucking books for this that I haven't read, frankly. I've read a lot of them though. True Names, that's a book that you really have to check out if you're into cyberpunk. But we'll get into that later, or another time. This video is about, you know. So this video has this sad music. This is the comment that spurred my big conversation by Deviant Creep. This music and video is beautiful, but it sounds too happy to be cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is edge, cyberpunk is grit, cyberpunk cuts like a laser saw. I like that, actually. I would use that as a catchphrase for cyberpunk if I wanted it to be mainstream, which I don't. And I responded, "That's too happy for cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. Well, try again, listen again, try again." I love that. Yeah. To me, it sounds quite sober and sad. Look what we've done to this planet. We fucking destroyed it. Kind of ballad, which is true. It's not all cyberpunk settings have to be post-apocalyptic. Bombs don't necessarily have to drop for it to be cyberpunk. And a lot of people with misconceptions about what it is go ahead and call fucking... that was the worst thing that somebody thought was cyberpunk, was the live-action Kashern Robot Hunter movie. Nah, not cyberpunk. Very cool, dark, gritty sci-fi, but not cyberpunk. Sci-fi is not cyberpunk. Cyberpunk uses gunpowder, sci-fi uses laser beams and lightsabers, which is cool in its own right, but it's not what I'm looking for when I look for a cyberpunk movie. When I'm looking for a cyberpunk movie, I look for something like Johnny Mnemonic. And that was another movie that got butchered in the post-production process, but that's another topic altogether. And I said, and that's what I've always personally seen Cyberpunk as, a long, hard, introspective look into the cold, hard consequences. Sorry, fucking nerd spit. A long, hard, introspective look into the cold, hard consequences of milking the planet dry for more products, more shit we don't need, more pollution, and more progress. Cyberpunk shows how hollow our materialism is. It shows how happy our future will be if we continue to, you know, make leather awesome coats and come out with these headphones and this, like, it's, Cyberpunks are the kind of people that just say, fuck the third worlds, I know they don't even have working water and all that shit. I like my coats, I like my headsets. I had a Bluetooth headset too, but my laptop here doesn't support Bluetooth, unfortunately. Otherwise I'd be even more nerdy using a wireless headset. And Deviant Creep responded, well, in that case, you should have used a darker track to illustrate your point even better, right? Well, yeah, actually, why not? But it's, main reason I really liked this video was because it really understood what Cyberpunk was about. Whoever made it actually knew what the fuck Cyberpunk meant. It's not just some guy that watched too much Akira. It was somebody that read into William Gibson, read into everything like that. And let's see, I didn't exactly respond to that comment, but I made 2 comments in a row. The other one I said was some things about what makes a person a cyberpunk, because it's a genre, and it's also, hold on, I just want to find a new song. I don't like to hear myself talk. Okay, that's good. Cause, yeah, there's even a fashion trend now, fucking flies, over what cyberpunk is. And, well, they call it cyberpunk. It looks more raver to me. Raver isn't cyberpunk, and raver is a bunch of people fucking melting their brains with ecstasy pills. Ecstasy pills which are cut with more drugs. So, real cyberpunk fashion isn't that hard to find either. All you have to do is watch Akira, watch Blade Runner, watch Johnny Mnemonic. Well, Johnny Mnemonic's a bad example. Even though it was done by William Gibson, he wasn't really satisfied with the end result, so it's arguably cyberpunk. It's trench coats, leather, Mad Max. Not cyberpunk, but fuck, it has awesome aesthetics, awesome fashion. Well, except for the fucking freak with the assless chaps. No. Okay, so I wrote some quick points about what cyberpunk is. Cyberpunk's awesome. Cyberpunk's not about dress code. Anyone can be cyberpunk with the right mindset, which is true. You don't need a $1,100 sheepskin trench coat, to be cyberpunk. And if you dress like a cyberpunk and you don't have the mind of a cyberpunk, then those people have every fucking right to say, where did you get those clothes, the Matrix? Because chances are you're just another one of those people that hopped on the cyberpunk bandwagon once the fucking Matrix came out. And then for the rest of us that have been into this shit since the 80s with KmFDM and fucking all those other industrial bands that came out back then, all the radical thinking and all that. That's where a real cyberpunk, that's what makes a real cyberpunk, and what would break a fake cyberpunk. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also pointed out that Will Gibson's gone on record saying that his original far-fetched vision of what cyberpunk was, he says it's actually come true now, especially in metropolitan Japan, where the flashy lights and